Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Drama Spot. I'm Miss Liz, and we're going to talk today about practicing. When we do theater, we practice a lot. When you play an instrument, you have to practice. When you are learning to do something new, anything new, you have to practice. When you want to get better at something that you already know how to do, you practice. We do a lot of practicing in our life, and practicing is not just learning something new. It is doing something with the specific intention of getting better at it. So necessarily, if you think about practicing that way, practicing is necessarily sort of unpleasant. You as an adult may have conditioned yourself to understand practice as a good positive thing that yields results. But if you really think about it, making yourself do something that you aren't as good at as you want to be is not an inherently pleasant thing to experience. So to kind of put yourself in your child's mentality of what it's like to practice anything, think about a time in your life when you were younger and you had to practice. So I played flute as a kid, and I remember having to practice. I remember having to take it out every day. I didn't do it every day, but I was supposed to. And play 20 to 30 minutes. And I hated it, to be honest. I hated it. I enjoyed the flute. I still enjoy the flute, listening to it. But I did not like practicing it. I didn't feel talented. I felt awful. I felt like I couldn't do it right. I felt like I would never do it right. I felt like I was continuing to fail, and every time I would have some success, it would be followed by failure, because that's the process of learning. You learn something, you reach some benchmark, and then if you're trying to get better at it, you're gonna go to the next benchmark. And so you're necessarily going through another process of learning, of practicing. And so practicing really is a challenging thing. But if we don't practice, if we never practice in our life, we'll never improve at anything. We tell this to our kids all the time. Practice makes perfect, which I hate, because no, practice advances you in your pursuit. There is no such thing as perfection. But we say this, right? Practice makes perfect. Practice will improve you. Practice makes you better. And it does. But it's a hard thing to learn how to do. Just practice at all. Anything. Even if it's something that you enjoy. So this is one of the things that we focus on at the Drama Spot. We intentionally spend time practicing. How do you get better at practicing in the abstract? How is that something you improve? Well, what does practice take? It takes determination. It takes resilience, patience, fortitude. It takes discipline. All of these things are traits that can improve with practice. And the best way to practice determination and resilience and patience is to practice anything, is to stretch those muscles and require yourself to have patience, to keep going through difficult times. And so this is just one of the things that our games can provide. Now, at the same time, they are providing all of these other core skills that we have come to know and love. But one of those extra little sprinkle benefits is that we get to practice practicing. I hope this made sense and that you got a little something out of it. And I'll see you next time at the Drama Spot. Thanks for tuning in.